Good morning.
Good morning. This is Meditation Reflections, July 17th. Welcome.
And Friday.
And a Friday. The sun is out, the wind is dying down, and looks like it's going to be a good day. Yay.
Yes.
So, I had a interesting beginning. A lot of chaotic thoughts and couldn't stay focused. It felt very good, but still unfocused. My mind kept bouncing from this to that, and I was trying to connect to certain guides, and they were there and then they weren't, and like I said, I was bouncing around quite a bit. And then I finally realized what was going on. I was tuned to energy, which is in a massive transition right now and quite chaotic. We have lots and lots of people being triggered in their polarity, and there's mass confusion and chaos, and people not warring with one another, well, maybe in some cases, but lots of people being triggered right now and expressing that. But I finally realized what was going on and tried to rise above it to see the whole picture. And when I did, I had another interesting realization, I guess you would call it, and that was the effect of Uranus and Neptune on what's going on the planet now. All the planets affect us, but those planets are having an effect as well. And for me, Uranus was sort of adding to the chaos a little bit, but Neptune was very calming for me. It felt like if you're able to pull that energy and use it and keep yourself grounded. And in saying that, not necessarily to the old earth, ground to the new earth, ground to yourself, ground to source, but ground to whatever feels best for you. Yeah. So anyway, there's my message for today. And so
Interesting grouping of ideas. We're do a little research on all this and see, okay, what's going on, because there's layers to that, particularly in the area of astrology. I've always thought astrology was like a Myers-Briggs in some ways. It was personality inventory, but they also have electromagnetic alignments with the Earth, and there's now some interesting research on that as well. So you never know which line it's coming through. The message I got this morning was something a little bit different. It was basically saying that the choice question, whether you choose on the positive side for love and light, or if you choose service to self versus service to other self. With other self, you recognize that all human beings are you and part of source, and you're part of source, and it's all one. Service to self, you're only interested in what you can get out of it, and other people don't count, and they're not really important, and so you see them or use them as objects. So it's a very different group of behavior, and that is the decision point of the planet itself. But the information that came through to me today was we have all made a decision by some circumstance or event in our life where we chose to empower somebody else, usually in a situation of love or family or caring or concern. We simply turned and said, what do you want to do? And we're willing to work with that person to empower them. It's saying, notice the circumstance around that, notice what was the factors in your choice, and realize that ultimately it is nothing more than a choice and where you choose to put your intentions towards the positive or towards the controlling negative. And then it just comes down to that, and we've all made a choice at some point in our lives in both directions. But sometimes we realize that the choice is capable of going, aha, that's a universal choice. I will always try to empower others, or I will always try to make a choice for the positive in love and compassion. And you've made your dividing line choice. And that's actually the whole question the whole planet's working on. And they said, just notice what you notice, and notice that you've made these choices. Which one do you want to expand and live inside of?
Yeah. We get pulled in both directions constantly, actually. And it's merely finding the balance point. In choosing to serve others, you don't want to go overboard and give all your energy and time and for
It might not be appropriate too.
might not be appropriate because you're sacrificing yourself to do that too much. And I've seen people do that as well. They give, and
They're exhausted.
yeah, they burn themselves out.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway.
But it is an overall mindset choice, a direction you actually want to move in. And then you have to learn to use it appropriately. And so they say, look at the circumstances around the choice.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a real choice? Are you really doing good? It's an interesting one.
Yeah. Okay.
Some different messages this morning. It's always part of the process for us.
So stay present, stay balanced, be happy.
Notice your choices.
Yeah. So that's all for today, and we'll see you next time.
See you tomorrow.
Blessings.
Blessings upon you.